Okay. So whenever we are using this percentage type, automatically it will take the data type and size from the existing table. So here we need not to worry about the size. What is the size in the table? What we have to take like that. Need not to worry. Automatically it will capture the, whenever you are executing, automatically it will go to the table and it will fetch the data type and size from this. Suppose I am from the employee table, we are having the information. I want to use that information. You can use the, you can declare the variables. So declare v underscore employee number, v underscore rename, v underscore job, v underscore manager, hired. All the columns for each column I am defining one local variable. Okay. So and for the each variable I am defining as a emp dot emp number percentage type, emp dot ename percentage type. So emp dot job percentage type, like that I am defining for the each variable with the each column percentage type. So begin, select employee number, rename, job, MGR, hired at, salary, commission, department number into. This is the select into class we are using here. So in this, we are storing the values into the local variables. Okay. So which variable it is? So for the employee number, VNO. For ename, VENAME. Job, V underscore job. MGR, V underscore MGR. Hired, V underscore hired. Salary, V underscore salary. Commission, V underscore commission. Department number, V underscore DNO. In this, it will respectively, that value will be stored for this variable, this employee number. Select into class will hold only at a time only one record only or one value only. It will not hold the multiple records or multiple values. So once after getting the values into this local variable, so I am using this dbms output package to print the values. Using this dbms output put underscore line of VM employee number, VENAME, VJob, VManager, VHired. Okay, I can use this. V salary, after that commission and department number. So if I execute this one, so what will happen is the procedure successfully completed and it is displaying employee number, employee name, job, manager, hired date, everything here. You see, same it is in the DBMS output here also. It is same, it is displayed here. So this is about the percentage type. So percentage type means only for the individual columns you have to use this one. If you see this is the individual column in this table. Next we have the row level attribute. So column level means only single column we have to consider. For that we are using the percentage type. Row level means it is a entire one record. So this will hold the column name, data type and size of the at the runtime. This attribute is used to declare a record type that represents the now row in a table. Okay, that attribute is used to able to store the entire row or specific data specified from the table. So it is used to define the PLSQL variable dynamically according to the table structure. So what is the syntax for this? Variable name, table name, percentage row type. Okay. So for the column level, how we are defining? Column level, variable name we are defining. After that, table name dot column name percentage type we are mentioning for the column level. But coming to the row level, variable name, table name, percentage row type. That means entire one row. Suppose if you see this selector, start from EMP, then what are the columns are there? So all the columns, this is the employee number, ename, all these columns using this we are column level. So same if you want to row level means level means that is entire one record. This record is having the employee number, ename, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, department number, all the values it is having. Entire this record is called as a row type. Okay. So when you are going to use this row type, so that means all these columns data type will be assigned automatically at the runtime. That means for this employee number, ename, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, department number, all the column values and its data type and size will be automatically assigned to this variable. So how will we define the row level? So you can see this. Declare I EMP percentage row type. I am taking the variable I as a EMP percentage row type. That means entire this one record type, whatever this record holds the all the column data types, it will holds in this now I variable. What we are doing now? So begin, select all the column names I am mentioning, select employee number, ename, job, everything I am mentioning into this local variable. So here I am mentioning only one local variable only. If we see the difference here, for the above example, I am mentioning this, all the 8 column local variables. For the 8 columns, I am mentioning the 8 local variables. Now coming to this row level, I am defined only one variable, that is I. Select all the columns into I dot employee number, comma, I dot ename, I dot job, I dot manager, I dot salary, I dot commission, I dot department number. So with only one variable, I am defining and fetching all the information into that local variable using this select statement. And after that, I am using the dbms output dot put underscore line to print this details. All the column details I am going to print it. So when I execute this one, what will happen? Same details it is going to fetch it here. Employee number, ename, job type, manager, hire date, commission, and salary. Okay. So only the difference is in the above example we have taken 8 variables here, and here now only with one variable I am entire table data I am fetching. Entire one record data I am fetching using this local variable. Okay. Now what happened? So I have mentioned all the columns, but suppose I want only specific columns. Then what will happen? So declare IEMP percentage row type begin. Select ename, salary, hire date, job. Only these columns only I am taking into I dot ename, I dot salary, I dot hire date, I dot job from EMP, where employee number is equals to ampersand number I am giving. That means in the runtime I have to pass this value. 7839 I am passing the value. Then I am getting the king, salary, joining date, and job type, president. So in the above example, all the columns I have taken. In this example, only few columns only I have taken. But variable C, how many variables I have taken? With only one variable. With only one variable, I am taking the required columns here. Suppose I don't want to mention the column names. Then how can I take this? So using this, declare IEMP percentage row type begin select star into I dot employee number, I dot ename, I dot job, like that I am mentioning. So then what will happen? Same data it will be going to fetch. You can use the it is getting the employee data and displaying here. If you see this same output here. Okay, employee number, employee name, job, manager, hire date, all the columns data I am getting here. So what is the difference here? Instead of mentioning the columns select star I am mentioning and into this local variable I am taking. Same way, another way also you can mention this one. Declare LV underscore employee number data type assignment operator ampersand employee number I am mentioning here. If you see the difference, this is the local variable and number data type I am mentioning and assigning the ampersand employee number. That means in the runtime, whatever the employee number we are passing, that will assign to this local variable LV underscore EMP number. After that, EMP 1% row type I am taking. So IEMP 1% row type begin select star into I. See the difference here. So select star into I am taking. In the above example, select star into all the column names I am mentioning I dot employee number, I dot ename, I dot job, like that I am mentioning. Here I am not mentioning all the columns also. Select star into I from EMP1, where employee number is equals to LV underscore employee number. So this LV underscore employee number, it will get the data from here. For this value, how we are getting? Runtime, we are passing the value for this. So this runtime value it is assigned to this LV underscore employee number. After that, it is verifying this query. It will pass to this where class employee number is equals to whatever the employee number we are giving. For that employee number details, it is going to fetch the values and it will print using this DBMS output. If you see this DBMS output, so everything, all the columns I have taken here. So I am giving 7566. So then it is getting the employee number, employee name, Jones, manager cadre, and reporting to 7839, and his joining date 2nd April 81, salary is 2975, commission is null, and department number 20. Okay. Same way you can use the one more example. Select I EMP percentage row type of begin select star into I from EMP where employee number is equals to 7698. DBMS output dot put underscore line of employee number, employee name, job, salary. Here if you see this I dot employee number, I dot ename, I dot job, I dot salary, I dot department number I am printing. So that I am getting this values here. Okay. This is the use of this percentage row type and percentage type. That is column level and row level attributes. These are the column level and row level attributes. So how to define it for the variables? When we are using the variables for that variables, how to take the data type using this column level and row level. Suppose if I want to mention instead of this an EMP number, so what I will do, I will mention EMP1 dot EMP number percentage type. Like that also you can mention so that it will execute it. Okay, I'm getting the Jones. Same output I'm getting. Previously for this variable I'm used number data type. But now I have selected whatever the column MP1 column for this employee number data type is there. The data type automatically assigned to this variable. And for this, I'm assigning the runtime value using this ampersand employee number. Okay. So any doubts in this variable assignments?
Excuse sir. Variable I is mandatory or any letter?
Not
any
the
name?
whatever the name you can. Suppose if you want to take some record num REC. So then we have to replace everything here with this REC. Wherever I
Instead of I or is it?
you have to replace with this REC.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So here. So that is a variable name. So that will be based on your requirement. Choose your name. For the simple purpose, I have selected I. So if you change the name, the same name should be used in this into class also, and same in the DBMS output wherever we are using this column. That name we have to use it here. Okay. So what are the variable name? That is up to your choice. Whether you will use I or record or any other name. If you want to use your name here, you can use that name also. But it should be some meaningful. That is the reason we are considering some specific names here. Okay. So next we'll see some of the examples here. So suppose if you want to run the anonymous block, then you should be having minimum this begin and end. Okay, executable section. That is executable section. So when you use this begin and end, then it will throw the error. What is the error it is throwing? Encounter the symbol end when expecting the one of the following. So this is the error message it is throwing. But at least within the executable section, we have to at least one query should be there. At least null if you pass it, it will successfully execute. PLSQL procedure successfully completed. So instead of the null statement, suppose I want to pass some printing statement DBMS output, then I can use this instead of the null. I can replace with this DBMS output put underscore lineup. This is the first program for PLSQL. Then you can see this is printing here in the DBMS output and also in the worksheet. So at least one query should be there or one output statement will be there. Otherwise, you have to pass a null in place of this. Then only this will be syntax will be correct. So within the executable section, begin and end, so I'm going to use like this. DBMS output. Welcome to PLSQL and DBMS output 678, DBMS output sysdate I'm printing and system stamp and user I'm printing. And also I'm doing the arithmetic operations here. And this is the executable section. Here I'm not defining any variable so that I'm not using the declare section here. If you see, there is no declare section. Only this is having the executable section. So now it is printing this, all the values here. Welcome to PLSQL 678. Sysdate means today's date it is printing. Sys timestamp means today's date along with this time and zone also it is printing. Okay. And user means apps user it is printing. We are connected with the app schema so that it is apps it is printing. And 10 plus 20, 30 minus 15 it is 15 it is printing. Suppose I want to print the variables. This is the only text I am using here. Suppose I want to print the variables, or then I can define the variables like this. Declare x number 10, y number 10 I am using. Begin dvms underscore output dot button line of x within the single quotes I am giving. So here I am not assigning any value to this variable. Simply variable declared here. Then when you execute this x and y only printing here. Suppose I want to print the x value here. Then you can use the variable like this. So here no value is present, only null value it is printing. Why? Because so here we are taking the x and y variables, but not assigned any value to this one. Suppose I am going to assign some value to this one. Then I can say suppose 5 here. I can say 10 here. For the x, 5. For y, it is 10. When you use this executed, then it is printing the 5, 10. What are the variables? X and y is there. For that, I am assigning 5, 10. So that same output it is printing here. But if I use the single quotes for this variable, what will happen? Whether it will print the 5 and 10, or what it will print?
XY.
XY it will print. Why? Because it is in the single quotes. Whatever in the single quotes, it will print as it is only. Without the single quote means that variable value will be printed. Within the single quote means that same value it is going to print. When you use that, now it is going to print the variable value. Okay, that you have to be careful. Suppose we are having the declaring one variable, a number. So on here, initially whenever you are declaring any variable, value should be null only. Now this a number I have declared in the declared section. That means a will contains null value only. Until unless you have to assign some value, till then this variable have the holds only null value. Now what I am doing in the executable section, assigning some value to that a assignment operator 20 I am giving. So assigning the value to the variable using the assignment operator executable section. And after that using dbms output I am printing the a value here. So what is the a value here now? I am assigning 20 here. That will be printed. Before that assignment, suppose if I print the value of this a, what is the value of a here? I'm printing like this. Okay. So here, first it will print the value of a. After that, value of what is we are assigned here, that will be going to print here. So if we see this value of a null here, why? Because before this we are not assigned any value to this variable here. So after this only we are assigned, so that it is 20 it is printing here. Suppose after that if I assign 30 here again. A assignment operator 30 I am giving. Then I'm going to print the value of A here. After assigning the 30, then I'm going to print the value of A, then it will be 30 here. That means for the same variable, I am assigning different values. But whatever the last value it is there, that only it is going to print in the dbms when you are using it like this. Suppose if I am commenting it out, okay? So that means only declare a number, begin A assignment operator 20, A assignment operator 30 I am giving, and DBMS output I am printing like this. Then what it will print here now? Only A value, last A value, what is there? That is 30, it is there, that is printing here. Okay. So variable holds the whatever the last value you assigned, that only it will holds in the variable. Second is this, declare A number, assignment operator 25, B number, assignment operator 55. Begin DBMS output line of A plus B. So A plus B means here it is 25 plus 55, then 80 it should print. Okay. Same way if you are using the with the different values. So A number, assignment operator 25, B number, assignment operator 75. Begin A assignment operator 25 I am giving here 125, B 175. So I have defined the A value and B value here initially in the declare section. Again in the executable section, I am again assigning some other value here. Then what will be the output for the A plus B? So whether it is 80 or it is 300. What is the output for this line? So it should be 300. Why? Because here we are assigning the values. After that again reassigning some other values here for the A and B. So that value, final value only going to take this. Okay. So initializing the default keywords. So you can use this declare so declare A number default 25, B number default 75. Begin DBMS output of put underscore line of A plus B. Then it is 100. It is giving output as. Once you declare the default, so what will happen here? So here A value 25, B value 75 defined. Again in the executable section, A value 35, B value 50 I am defining. So here previous value will be override here. Then output will be A plus B means 85 it will come here. Okay. Same way you can use the constants. How to use this constant? So declare C1 variable C1 constant number 25, C2 constant number assignment operator 45. Value of the constant cannot be modified throughout the program. Once you define the constant, this value will not be changed. That means begin DBMS output I am printing C1 plus C2. So then value is 70 here. Okay. So 70 is there. Suppose in the executable section, suppose I am going to assign some other value to the C2. Then what will happen? It will throw the error. Identifier C must be declared. Sorry, C2. So expression C2 cannot be used as an assignment target. Why? Because here we are defined as the variable as a constant number. So here constant means that value will not be changed once it is defined. Okay, so that it is throwing the error. That means once you declare a variable as a constant throughout the program, the value for that constant is same. Okay. So we'll continue with some other examples tomorrow. Or in the afternoon, is it possible? Shall I take one extra class today?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, no? So I'll mention the time. So after some time, I'll ping in the chat. So what time I'm going to take, whether it is 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So I'll ping in the chat. WhatsApp group, okay? Someone is in the chat. Someone pinged it. No, sir, it is not possible. Divya Manasa. Okay. So Mansa, okay, we'll continue tomorrow then. If it is not possible in the afternoon, tomorrow morning we will continue, okay? Sunday also I will take the class. Okay? Okay. So tomorrow morning, same time we'll meet.